And now, insurance-minded speeches from Geico.
It's a common expression, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. However, what if the horse's mouth is filled with useful insurance tools? This is the exact case with the Geico app. Yes, the app is free and therefore a gift horse. However, look inside the app and behold, emergency roadside assistance, digital ID cards, bill pay. Get the Geico app. Look it in the mouth. Get amazing services. Thank you.
We are the New York Knicks. I'm back in the New York groove. Well, it's the Knicks. New York. We are the New York Knicks. New York. For this new season we're about to enter, the Knicks is taking no shorts, it's like winter. New York, New York.
New York be about the Knicks, huh?
But the best thing about New York City is K-N-I-C-K-S.
Everybody say go New York, go New York, go!
It is episode 300 of the New York Knicks podcast. How you doing, Mark?
I'm doing fine. It is episode 300. Let me, we are doing the 300th episode. Let me tell everyone when we're doing it. It is the second round of the draft has just started. Jay was in class tonight. He has no idea what is happening in the draft. I am trying to keep my best poker face and not tell anything because I'm going to give Jay a chance to guess what calamity happened and see if he can guess ahead of time and just see his reaction.
So since it's goddamn late and it's on a work night, we're going to do a short show today and we'll do a full-length one over the weekend. We just wanted to get a reaction in. Can I tell you how hard it was to go to school with people who are into basketball and make it home on the subway without hearing anybody or checking my phone or just...
I figured you would text me, I'm home, and you'd be like, oh shit, the Knicks.
I have so many texts that I every time my phone was blowing up, I have a habit of just looking at the text, and I almost did, but I managed to not know a thing.
Okay, let me ask you, what is your greatest fear that'll happen tonight?
My greatest fear is that the Knicks will make a boneheaded trade.
Okay. What would be a boneheaded trade? Give me an example.
A boneheaded trade would be for somebody like pushing 30 or coming off a big injury or both.
Okay, we traded the 4 pick for Camby. Camby's back on the team.
I mean, yeah, something like that.
Okay, what's your reach? What's your top of the mountain reach? You'd be so excited that happened.
I think top of the mountain would be drafting. Well, Talons obviously, but that's not happening. D'Angelo Russell, I would say.
That's top of the mountain. What is your hey? We get this guy. I feel good. Solid contributor. Not a huge ceiling. Be happy with.
I would say any of Porzingis, Winslow. Who else? Porzingis, Winslow. I'm trying to talk myself into Okafor, but I'm not doing a good job just because his defense really worries me. Hazanja I might be able to talk myself into.
Who's a good defender here? We got the only good defenders. Cauley-Stein we know is a great defender. Winslow's supposed to be a great defender. Anyone else supposed to be a great defender of these guys?
No, I don't think so.
Why can't the Knicks ever get a guy that can play offense and defense?
Both ends of the court. I don't know.
That's ridiculous. They were talking on the radio how all the great players. You got guys like Kobe. I mean, obviously Melo's not a Kobe or a Michael Jordan or even a LeBron. But all those guys and all the greats in general have always played both sides of the court.
Yeah.
And it's just frustrating that Melo doesn't. But anyway, we're going to get Melo's sidekick here.
The Knicks went 16 years without a draft pick because they had Ewing who played both ends of the court.
Yes. Let me ask you, is there anyone that can pick tonight with the 4 pick? Don't trade it. And you would be like, oh, God damn my wrist. I just slit it.
I would think somebody like Kaminsky because I feel like you could trade down to 9 or 10 and get him.
That was one of the rumors floating around, Frank Kaminsky. And I was just thinking, if they draft Kaminsky, I'm just done with the podcast.
Yeah, because you can get him. The first team I heard of that wants him is Charlotte at 9. So you could have traded 7, 8, and still gotten him and a player. So that would have really pissed me off.
Also, they would have tanked the entire season, put me through goddamn hell, and ended up with Frank Kaminsky, who sucks.
I don't think he sucks, and I think he'd be a fine backup. It's just with the 4 pick, you don't want a guy who would go 9th or 10th.
He's a solid role player, no more than that.
Right, which is not what you want at the 4.
Anyway, let's not prolong this.
Yeah, we got to go to bed. So
yes, I'm so tired. I was almost falling asleep waiting for you. Trying to watch the draft also, and then back and forth.
You should go to grad school. You could get home at 11 o'clock at night. It's awesome.
That doesn't sound so bad. I was actually listening to the draft on the radio because I was trying to put my son to bed while listening to the radio. And my daughter, I wasn't able to watch, but I was listening. I listened to the whole thing most of it on the radio. And then then they were asleep. And then, anyway, number 1 pick goes to the Timberwolves. You think they traded the pick or they kept it?
They kept it, and it's definitely Towns.
They've not. They took Frank Kaminsky.
Are you going to do this to me every single pick?
No, not at all.
Okay.
They took Towns, obviously, kind of a no-brainer. What do you think? They should be really. I mean, they should be pretty good in a couple of years when these guys all develop.
They should be good next year.
I mean, you got
starting lineup of Rubio, Levine, Wiggins, maybe either Muhammad or Garnett, and Towns.
Or what about what their other guy?
I think Towns might start over Pekovic, but even if not, I mean that's a nice team.
Pekovic is not the best defender, right? You could start Towns next to Pekovic.
Towns is not. Pekovic is not that good of a defender. True.
Yeah, so you could put Towns next to him, and that like makes up for Pekovic's whatever Minnesota other podcasts.
Yeah.
During La La Land, this is where we're supposed to be, but Derek Fisher sucks, and I hate Tim Hardaway, and I hate the Hawks for losing to us, and I hate a lot of things. So that pick, no real reaction. Number 2, we got the Lakers are on the clock. This is our pick. Well, that was our pick. This is our pick, our second pick that got robbed to us, given to the Lakers because the NBA likes the Lakers, and no one in the NBA likes the Knicks.
Okafor.
Why?
Because I think Clarkson's a serviceable, or maybe even better than serviceable point guard, and they have nobody at center. I mean, they have Robert Sacre, and Jordan Hill, I think, is expiring.
Is Cousins happening?
No. I think Carl wants it to happen. I don't think Vivek Randive, or whatever his name is going to approve that.
And not to kill everyone, not to drive everyone crazy. We're not going to do this for the whole draft.
What I do have to say is, though, Carl or Cousins has to go. You can't have them on the same team anymore.
Yeah, get rid of Carl. If you're the Lakers, what's your call? You take Okafor?
I take Okafor.
Okay, good thing you're not the Lakers GM. They took Russell.
They took Russell. Okay.
Draft got interesting right away, huh?
Yeah. If I'm wrong, let me get a second pick because I could probably get it in the second try.
Yeah. Obviously, that's why I'm not giving the second try. That wasn't like a. Ooh, let me think. Kaminsky. So they took Russell, which is a pretty interesting pick. I'm kind of a little worried about Russ. I'm supposed to be a great passer. Whatever, Lakers, good for you guys. You can build around him. Now here's where it gets interesting. Philly.
Yeah, because now Philly has Embiid. They have Saric coming over from Europe.
Dario Saric, who not coming this year.
Right, and neither is Embiid. But they have
injured, might be out for. Philly's plan is to win in 2040. Win now or when these kids when the players have kids.
But they have 2 big guys.
They got a lot of big guys. No, Saric is a big guy also, apparently.
They have no point guard.
No point guard. They got Embiid.
But Okafor's still on the board.
What's up?
But Okafor's still on the board.
Yes.
I'm going to say they go Moody.
Do you want me to review the picks for you? It was Towns and it was Russell. Everyone else is left.
I'm gonna go Moutier.
Moutier.
Because that would be, you know what, Philly's insane. But I mean, they have literally 0 point guards, so I can't see them not drafting a point guard.
So you think this is going to work out for the Knicks? They're going to get Okafor?
No. I think the Knicks are not going to draft Okafor even if he's available. So
you don't think so? Why not?
Because
I feel like he's a no-brainer. I mean, he's not a no-brainer. I don't actually want him, but I feel like people think he's a no-brainer.
Because the Knicks are an insane team and they never do what you think they're going to do.
Well, everyone has said that if the 3 guys the Knicks were saying, if Okafor, if Russell and Towns are off the board, then they might trade the pick or they don't know what they're going to do.
Right.
And so you think Philly, they're insane and they're going to take Moutier because he's played in China and that's far enough away for them.
Yeah, they're probably hoping like he loses his visa or passport and is stuck in China or something.
What's the most insane thing Philly could do?
Not draft Okafor or Moutier and go for like...
How about draft another big? They took Okafor.
Draft another big... Was that what?
They took Okafor.
Oh, they took Okafor? They took Okafor?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
They're insane. They still have no point guard. So they're tanking another year because they have no
I don't know
point guard.
what the fuck they're doing.
How can you have 0 point guards on your team?
I mean, if you're a Philly fan, you just say, like, forget it. Fine, you win. I'm not going to root for this team anymore. I get you got a lot of assets that are going to turn into nothing. Embiid's never going to play. No Nerlens, whatever. By the time we learn to pronounce his name, he'll probably have left in free agency. And Sarek will never come here. And great, Okafor is going to be really good, but I don't understand how they're going to make this work.
So yeah, they're ridiculous. So the good news about that is that the Knicks have a better point guard rotation than Philly because they don't have a point guard.
That could change.
That could change.
That could change.
Okay.
So you know who's gone. You know who's left. What makes sense here for the Knicks? What is Phil going to do? What is Phil going to do, Jay?
Ooh, this is interesting. I wasn't expecting.
This got a lot more interesting than you expected, right?
Yeah.
I really thought when I was shocked that Philly took Okafor. I was positive they were going to take Moutier.
Yeah.
Or Porzingis. They were going to take that or Porzingis. And Porzingis would either way they forced the guys never to come back to the United States.
So because the Knicks definitely would have taken Okafor if they took Moutier.
Yeah, no, the Knicks were guaranteed to take Okafor. That was like a given. It's a no-brainer. He can play offense, can't play defense. He's got to be a Knick for life.
Yeah.
Or Knick for 3 years so they trade him.
Okay, so I heard that the Knicks weren't that into Moutier. His workout didn't go that well.
I'm not so high on Moutier. I don't like the fact he played like 9 games this year and like sub-college level team talent league.
I wonder, did the Knicks get Porzingis?
They could have gotten Porzingis. That would be an interesting move though, because didn't Phil say I want to win now, and Porzingis would be like saying I want to win when Carmelo retires.
Yeah, but Phil also plays mind games.
I mean, it's one thing to play mind games, and then I think just to screw over the whole franchise.
Why would that be screwing the franchise?
Because you have Melo to win right now, and you draft for Porzingis, and that's the win later.
I really don't think building a team around Melo is... We need to just do a rebuild.
But you have Melo here. I don't even understand. I don't understand what Phil's talking about half the time. He's saying how, oh, you know what? I don't want guys that come here just for the money and to build their brand, except for the guy we gave a truckload of cash to.
Who just came for the money and to build.
Just came for the money. Just the guy's all he talks about is building his brand, and this is the thing you talk about you hate. And just to go on a rant about Phil, he is saying things that drive. I feel like he might be lost his mind. He's talking about how the game is not played the way it's supposed to anymore. And I remember when I was younger, and they used to play the game properly. Now it's all pick and roll and 3-point shot. And I'm an old man, and I don't like this anymore. I'm going to remake the NBA.
Pick and roll is the most basic basketball play. I mean, I think they did that in the 50s.
I know. And the 3-point shot, it seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah.
It seems like these offenses, I don't know, Golden State looked pretty good running offense.
They looked all right.
They looked all right. They got them kind of far. I would get if he was just like, I'm going to remake. It just sounds like he's on some kind of quest to like, oh, I've remade the NBA. I proved you all wrong. I am Phil Jackson, and my nipples are hard. Okay, so you're saying Moutier, probably not the workouts. The workouts aren't so good. Porzingis would probably give you a raging hard on. Who else? Anyone else you think they might consider, or are you sure who they take?
I really hope it's not.
How long should I stretch this out for?
I know. I'm going to say they drafted Porzingis.
Ooh. And you've been saying this for how long?
Since like February.
You are correct, sir.
Holy shit, we got Porzingis.
Holy shit, I can't fucking believe it. The crowd went outraged.
Really?
Not like create. Everyone hated the pick.
Really?
Everyone hates the goddamn pick.
Oh no, I love it.
Oh my god, everyone hates this pick so
I'm
much.
so excited. I'm so excited.
Oh my god, everyone hates this pick so much. Do you want to come back? Do you want to talk about this pick right now, or do you want to come back to it in a second? Just finish off the draft.
I'm just gonna say since I can predict the future.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a rough start.
Oh yeah, because I watched his video, his draft express video, and I've watched a little bit before. I thought there was no chance the Knicks were actually going to take this guy, and I feel like Phil Jackson obviously listens to the podcast. Apparently, he's part of Team J because he took Porzingis, and he probably was like, "Oh, let's get that guy who's playing in Croatia." And people were like, "Phil, he plays in the European League, not he plays in Spain." And they're like, "Oh, but Team J said he plays in Croatia."
I said Latvia.
Latvia or whatever. This guy, he can shoot. His defense does not look great. There's even in the draft express video. There's even a play where he's facing the wrong way, a la Amari on one play.
That's fine. He's gonna be all right. Here's my prediction. He has a rough start.
Obviously,
The Knicks give up after 1.5 years. Trade him.
1.5 months.
1.5 years. All right.
Trade him for Camby.
And then they trade him, and then he's an all-star for 7 straight years.
Well, he looks like a project. He looks like a guy that you are going in like, you can't draft this guy and go, hey, I hope he's going to like work out really well in the first year. You got to be like, by the time Phil's contract is up, they'll be like, okay, it's time for him to be good. You can't really judge me yet. I'll see you guys later. Bye. The Knicks were not done yet, so that's going to let you a little tip here.
Oh wow, interesting.
Okay. So let's go through that and come back to my
really
Porzingis hate.
Okay, so 5th.
Okay, so we're gonna go through this a little bit faster.
Yeah.
5th, yeah, Orlando. Who do you think they're going for? They need to like not look like a shitty team.
See, this is where it gets interesting, also because Orlando has a point guard.
Yes.
I'm gonna say they take Winslow.
Oh, you were wrong. They took Herzanjawa.
Oh, Hazanja? Okay.
Herzanja, which is he's supposed to be an elite. Like he's supposed to. They say he's cocky, a little too cocky. But he has he has some elite level bit. Like actually, I think if the Knicks took Haranza, I'd be actually a little happier right now.
You realize Hazanja played 16 minutes a game though.
Oh, because Porzingis, wow, he played a lot of minutes. You realize Porzingis barely played also.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so Sacramento, who I think I like their pick as much as well. Sorry, I think they did a really good job here.
Sacramento, they do not have a point guard, so they have to take Moutier.
No.
Well, I'm doing really good so far.
You want to try again?
Moutier slipped so far. He was projected number 1 a while ago. Okay, so Sacramento didn't take Moutier. They took Winslow.
Wow, I thought you were going to get 2 tries. You want to try again?
Cauley Stein.
Yes, that's a smart move. Put him next to Cousins.
You that's you got offense, defense. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, they look a lot better when you make that move.
Yeah.
I like that move a lot.
Because
Okay.
Carl's gone. Carl's got to get fired.
Yeah, he's gone. Okay, number 7. Denver.
Denver's going to trade Lawson, so they took Moutier.
You are correct, sir.
So Lawson's gone.
Yeah, not yet, but should be.
Yeah.
I actually, now that we're not getting a point guard, I guess Knicks should get him, right? 8. What do you think the Knicks should do here? What do you think the Knicks are gonna do? I'm going to tell you. I'll give you the hint. They did something else.
What do I think the Knicks are going to do at 8?
Did they keep Porzingis?
Yeah, they kept Porzingis.
I don't know if they kept him.
God, tell me they're just cock teasing me.
I have a question. When you were in your class, around 7:34, were you like, why am I erect right now? Yeah, the rumor right away was the Knicks were going to trade Porzingis.
Oh my God, I would have been so mad.
Or you were going to be so mad.
I hope not. So number
They
8,
got Felton back.
Who is picking at 8?
8 is Detroit.
Detroit. Oh, Detroit's a goddamn mess. This is
You're not going to guess this one. I mean, it's a reasonable pick, but you're just not going to guess it. I'll give you 3 tries. Go.
Okay. Winslow?
No.
Wow, Winslow really fell.
Yeah, seriously.
Not Winslow. Stanley Johnson?
Yes. I got in too.
Wow, okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna do 9 and 10 with you, and then we can play the game of you trying to figure out what the Knicks did.
Okay.
Number 9, Charlotte.
Charlotte Kaminsky.
Yes. So you're getting good at this. 10, Miami.
Miami's gotta be Winslow.
Yeah, it's a pretty good pick at 10.
Yeah, that's a very good pick at 10.
Everyone's like he's going to be like Butler or Kawhi Leonard. If you really think he's going to be Butler or Kawhi Leonard, he should have gone top 3.
Yeah. All right. Well, I finished strong.
Yeah, you did pretty well actually. So now you have to guess, what did the Knicks do?
I think.
Did they trade Porzingis?
God, I can't think of what else they would have done.
Did they trade Porzingis? I mean, hey, come on. Maybe we have what's his name, Bledsoe right now.
You're totally fucking with me. You gotta be.
I might have Bledsoe.
Yeah, I know. I think the Knicks traded.
I'm telling you, Phoenix. Just to let you know, Phoenix ended up with, as Chad Ford said, the draft's best shooter. Who's a better shooter than Porzingis?
Who's a better shooter than Porzingis? Hizanja.
No.
Let's see. The Knicks traded.
Yes.
Calderon and Hardaway. Wait, can you tell me if they got a top 10 pick?
They pick between 11 and 20.
11 and 20. Okay.
They still have Porzingis, and they got Devin Booker went to Phoenix, and he's apparently listed as the best, the draft best shooter, which annoys me because if we're gonna waste our number 4 pick on Porzingis, he might as well be the best shooter in the draft.
Great. I called this in February. It's a great pick.
I can't believe you got this in February. You like can you be a savant for somebody that can make us money?
I don't know how to market the show, but I can predict things 4 months in advance.
I mean, no one was talking about Porzingis, and I cannot believe he went to the Knicks. I am kind of really annoyed, but I actually want to tell you about the other thing. So
okay, so if it's after the 10, they traded Calderon and Hardaway for the.
Who in the right mind would take Calderon and Hardaway?
A team.
Should I give you some choices?
Yeah, sure.
So try to figure out. So I'm not saying who was traded,
Okay.
but here are the teams left. I told you Phoenix drafted already. So Indiana at 11, Utah, OKC, Atlanta, Boston, Milwaukee, Houston, Washington, and Toronto. Wait, is that Washington? Wait a second.
I think right away Utah jumped out at me.
I thought there was the. Now I'm confused. Actually, hang on. Because I thought they took a. Okay, it's not Utah. Why Utah? They're incompetent. I know they're incompetent.
Yeah. Plus, they like to get a lot of assets and then trade them all away.
Okay, you're never gonna figure this out. So the Knicks got they didn't trade Calderon. Calderon's still on the team. We still have our point guard. But we traded Timmy Hardaway.
So we're going with the trend of giving up on the guys we traded within 2 years
As fast as humanly possible. But you hate Timmy Hardaway.
Well, yeah, I'm not angry at all. It's just funny because the guy we drafted that we've had the longest is now Clay Anthony Early.
And he completely screwed us by, I know, isn't that crazy? He completely screwed us by winning those games that prevented us from getting Karl-Anthony Towns.
Good.
Don't you want to root against Hardaway for the rest of his life?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I wish they could have sent Fisher there in that trade also. So the team that Hardaway beat with those 3-point shots was Atlanta, and the team he's now on is Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, apparently he impressed them so much they traded the 19. Why in God's name did Atlanta trade the 19th pick for him?
Straight up, 19th pick?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Don't tell me we got Trey Lyles.
No, I will not tell you that.
That would have been so amazing.
I can't even believe this. Wait, the move was part of, okay. Oh, this is what it is. The move is part of a 3. They got, I'll tell you who they got. They got Jerian Grant. Do you know who he is?
Only from what Ian wrote on our website.
Oh, you're on the website now?
No.
Oh, no. Oh.
I'm still not on anything, but I remember reading about him.
So point guard from Notre Dame. Notre Dame looked pretty good when I was watching them. I remember being excited about their chances in the tournament. He is supposed to be an excellent passer. He's like a so-so defender.
Okay.
But he can create his own shot. He can get to the basket. This is more exciting to me than Porzingis.
What position?
Point guard.
Oh,
He's
okay.
supposed to be a true point guard, like pass first kind of guy.
Excellent.
Yeah. This is part of a 3-team deal. The Hawks drafted him, Grant. The move was part of a 3-team deal involving Washington, which got Kansas guard Kelly Oubre, whatever, and for 3 draft picks, including the number 19 pick, Atlanta used to pick Grant. Something happened, which I apparently can't decipher or understand English language when I read. But the Knicks got somehow Washington and Atlanta, and the Knicks made a trade where the Knicks got Grant.
Okay, good. So
Yeah,
they got a big man and a point guard.
Yeah, actually, wasn't that pretty good? And now, I mean, I'm still hoping we're second round's just going on underway. I'm hoping that Phil will buy a late second round pick. You got to hope he will.
Yeah.
Because he might as well. They did that last year with that French dude him and Clay Anthony earlier, the longest tenured guys in the team.
Yeah.
That was draft picks. How do you feel with this Grant guy, without knowing much more about him?
I'm kind of excited.
How do you feel the fact they traded Hardaway to get him?
I'm very excited about it. I already like this Grant guy.
I mean, I'm more excited. I had the draft going, was watching, listening to the radio, whatever, and then I took a break, was watching some other stuff, and I turned to the channels, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Wait, the Knicks got traded to the... I didn't know the Knicks had assets to trade.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that they were like, Knicks were like, we could throw Timmy Hardaway if you want to give us a first round pick, and wait, you're not hanging up? Seriously? Oh, okay. So, Porzingis. What the fuck?
I'm excited.
Why are you? First of all, I get the idea he's a huge project, and I get the idea if you wait, maybe it'll work out. But he's not going to contribute this year at all.
So what? Are we going to be good anyway? Who are we going to draft that would have got us into the playoffs?
Well, I know who we're going to draft next year. No one, because we have no draft pick next year. So we're going to have a team built around free agents.
We weren't going to be good anyway.
I mean, free agents and this guy Grant, who's going to contribute a lot more than Porzingis is going to contribute. I don't know. Porzingis is going to be a total bust.
No, he's not.
He has the potential to be a gigantic. He's going to be like, oh, you know why people forgot about Frederick Weiss? Because this guy Porzingis.
No, he's going to be good. I'm telling you.
Based on what, Jay? You watched some video of him?
I wouldn't have been calling this since February if I didn't know stuff.
That's true.
I know stuff.
People are just livid. People are online are going on about how they don't want to be a Knicks fan anymore. People calling on the radio like this one guy was like, "We're having a draft party. People are all near suicide here." I mean, it's just wouldn't Winslow have made more sense? I know he went 10th. Who gives a crap?
Nope. Porzingis.
I cannot believe they got Porzingis. Phil Jackson didn't even sound that excited about the pick. He was talking about we think he'll be very good in this role. He's going to be very he was monotone. Like Phil Jackson couldn't even get excited about the guy he just took.
He doesn't get excited about anything anymore. He checked out in life.
No, he only gets excited about, those guys, they shoot those 3-pointers. And back in my day, we didn't even have 3-pointers. We played on broken glass, going uphill both ways. Throwing things at kids from his house. This is a ridiculous pick. I hope you're right about this. I obviously hope you're right about this, but I feel like this is one of those picks that we're going to be like, why do we all think Darko was going to be good? He's well off from being a finished product. Totally get that. He has to get a lot of size. He basically, watching the video, the highlights they showed, he looks like he just got basically obliterated on defense. Except for he could block. He's kind of quick. He could block some shots. But anyone people can push him around pretty easily. He couldn't box out. I mean, you need someone to really teach him defense. And good thing in New York, no one's going to teach him any defense.
He's 19.
Yeah, he's already on the bottom half of his career, back end of his career, whatever.
Yeah, I mean the guy's so young. He'll be fine.
I guess like it's just like a weird dynamic to have Melo, and I was just hoping they'd be good sooner. They're not even like doing a wait till next year. Now it's like wait till like 5 years from now is the new motto. And we don't have a draft pick next year to build on.
It's fine. It's all good.
How do you think Melo's taking this?
I think Melo's busy building his brand. I don't think he cares.
Melo, remember how you didn't like playing with young guys? Well, we drafted a young guy that's not going to play with you. I would have loved if, like, after this pick, they traded Melo also. Then it would have been a real rebuild, at least.
Yeah.
Are you going to get a Porzingis jersey?
Of course I am.
What if I was just joking with you? We didn't draft Porzingis.
I'd be so mad. No, I'm now reading my messages, and they're all congratulating me because everyone knows I'm happy.
People are calling you out. Yes. I mean, that's. I mean, it's not Frank the Tank Kaminsky. That would have been like goddamn brutal.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna play in summer league?
Yeah, he's got to.
Yeah, so that's like not that far away, right?
Right.
I mean, he supposedly can shoot really well, and he's like 7 foot tall, so that's a plus.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's got Bargs as a mentor. Someone was on I think it was on Twitter or some site where they were like they're nothing like each other. Do you know how far away Croatia is from Italy? I was like, they're just comparing the type of player.
Yeah, they're just.
I mean, it's kind of they have the similar description. They're both poor rebounders, supposed to be excellent shooters, except maybe Porzingis can actually shoot. Bargs wouldn't be so bad if he can actually shoot from 3-point land.
Right. Yeah. Bargs was good his rookie year, and then for some reason forgot how to do that.
Yeah, I mean, let's maybe he'll be in the next. But no one gets mad. Like the defenders of him are like the people who are defending him. They're like, how could you compare him to Bargs? He's just like Dirk. We have to just pick another European that like you have to compare him to.
Yeah, it has to be a white guy too.
Yeah. They can't be like he's Durant.
All right.
I mean, he's got Durant's build.
We'll continue this this weekend.
I can't believe you were right about this.
You're so
I
mad
cannot freaking believe. I was just like, I'm just waiting to hear, and then I'm like, who are the guys? I just did not think. I did not think it was going to be Moutier, but I was going to live with Moutier. And I was going like, oh, this is not going to work out. But I was like, maybe Winslow. I'm going to kind of root for Winslow here. I was just like, goddamn. I'm still completely shocked they took this guy. You better be freaking right. Okay, let's talk about Sunday with the fans.
Okay.
And what did we learn today? Jay's a genius.
Jay can.
We learned Phil's on Team Jay.
I'm excited.
Oh, God. Okay. We'll be back Sunday with a much longer show with your all your questions.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye.
Bye, love. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. It's all over. Goodbye. It's time to go. This is the end. Say goodbye. You better go away. I'm gonna leave you. It's the end. Goodbye. Goodbye. Just leave me alone. Feels so good to say goodbye. I'm sick and tired and I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye, girl. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Everybody. Napa Know How.
A Napa guy knows more isn't always better, unless we're talking about full-size vans. These beasts do more than get you from A to B. They have so much space a man can live in it. With shag carpeting, waterbed, and a sweet lava lamp, these mobile abodes have all the comforts of home. With quality parts and plenty of Napa know-how, you can keep the original tiny house running longer, stronger. That's Napa know-how.
Napa Know How. Napa Know How.
A Napa guy knows the only way you'd give a freshly minted driver a brand new car is if he promises to never drive it. Instead, let him grind the gears and knock over the neighbor's mailbox in something a little more suited to his skill level. And with over 500,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, he can safely drive something that's nearly as old as he is. It's not perfect, but it's perfect for him. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know